My name is Jeff Gilman and I'm the Assistant Principal at Humpty Doo Primary School, and my main role is around supporting staff in the school with their teaching learning programs, and also administrative tasks like managing staff performance and student behaviour management. We have an Indigenous population of around about 25% and an ESL population around about 35% at the moment.
My name's Sue Fisher. I'm the principal at Humpty Doo Primary School. This is my 4th year here. I have a really strong belief that every child can learn, so we've got a big focus on getting kids in, getting settled, high expectations for behaviour, high expectations of work.
Our whole school approach to mathematics is based on a number of ideas. Firstly, we want to use an evidence base, so we do want to investigate where students are at, and so we'd use multiple measures of data, student achievement data, and also parent information and teacher perception data as well. We also want to use evidence-based theory. So for example, we know from Victoria they did a lot of work in their early years numeracy project around lesson structure, and we've found that to be a really important idea which we're trying to embed across the school. With the lesson structure, we're looking at a tuning in process where we'll talk about the learning intentions and success criteria of the lesson.
You will have seen learning intentions, learning outcomes right throughout the school, and the kids are focused. This is what we're learning. At the end of this lesson, this is what we should have to take away with us. Yeah.
After the tuning in process, we like to do an explicit teaching element, so the teacher will demonstrate the type of knowledge or skills that the students are required to show in their work. Then we would like to have students have the opportunity to demonstrate that learning, maybe in an individual setting, it may be in a small group, or maybe with partner work. And then to round the lesson off, we'd like to do a reflection phase. And in that reflection phase, the students will share their learning. In Humpty Doo School, we have a significant number of students who have an Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander background, and that's very important to us because we need to meet the needs of those students. In our school, we became a member of the Make It Count project, Australian Association of Maths Teachers, and also the Next Steps initiative, which was an Australian government initiative. And from that, we were able to focus in on looking at making mathematics programs more culturally sensitive and developing that idea of cultural competence. We've engaged the support of Dr. Tyson Youngka-Porter, and the staff have had some training in the 8 Aboriginal ways of learning. So the ideas of hands-on, looking at land and culture links, engaging parents, they are all important to us and have helped bring the message of mathematics and the importance of it to our Indigenous students. Well, the work of Peter Sullivan and open-ended mathematics activities is really important to us. His concept of enabling and extending prompts are really important to our teachers, so we've started to train teachers in using those prompts to help better cater for the needs of students in classrooms. We feel it's important to ensure that all staff are basically embedded in the practices around those projects or programs that we feel are valuable.
We're really fortunate that I've got a maths guru on staff. It's his passion, and you would have heard it, and the mentoring and coaching that he has given to teachers that have been perhaps a little bit frightened about teaching maths. He's been able to break that down and really get them in, and you just see the love of learning from Jeff that's been passed on to the teachers.
We also, every semester, engage in a maths confirmation of professional judgments program. In this program, we ask students to engage in rich mathematics tasks, developed collaboratively by our teachers, and then the work samples are collected and analysed at a staff meeting to confirm where students are at, provide suggestions for how we might move students forward. As part of our performance review and development program, do a lot of classroom observations where a senior teacher or a mentor teacher may come into a classroom and observe the students at work and the teacher teaching. So we found that giving feedback and suggestions in that way can be really helpful.
We've done quite a few sessions. They've been long 2-hour sessions, but no one has missed them. because Jeff's driven that PD and we've all been there. It's a love of learning that he just instills for people, for mathematics. I can't speak highly enough of Jeff.